Hi, friends. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful weekend. And I hope those of you who are watching from Missouri or Connecticut or California or Canada or wherever you are had weather just as nice as we did here in Central Ohio. I was thinking about how the weather affects my mood and attitude. And then that led me to think about how so many other external factors and circumstances do the same. Whether it's something negative like pandemic restrictions or the latest political news or arguments in the church, believe it or not, that happens. Or something positive like a good run or a visit with a friend or payday. Oftentimes, these external things that are happening around me or to me, have a much bigger influence on my happiness and peace than they should. I came across this story about Nicola Paganini, which helped me to shift my perspective. Paganini was an Italian violinist and violist, guitarist, and composer. He was probably the most celebrated violin virtuoso of his time. He lived from 1782 to 1840. Now, I don't know if this story is actually true, but from what little I've read about his personality and his flair, it's at least true to his character. One day, Paganini took the stage, and as the audience welcomed him with applause, he realized that there was something wrong with his violin. It wasn't his. It was an old beat-up violin instead of the expensive, high-quality one that he usually played. He panicked for a moment, and then as the applause died down, he said to the audience, "There's something wrong, there's been a mistake, I don't have my own violin." And he stepped back behind the curtain to get his violin. When he did so, he realized that what had happened was that someone had stolen his violin and replaced it with this second-hand one. He stayed behind the curtain for a few moments thinking about what he should do. And finally, he stepped back out onto the stage and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I will show you that music is not in the instrument, but in the soul." And he played as beautifully as he ever did. The audience was so enraptured by the music that their thunderous applause nearly raised the roof off of the building. Paganini had proven to himself and to his audience that music is not in the instrument, but in the soul. The same is true for happiness and peace. Happiness and peace do not come from weather or wealth or any other external circumstance. Happiness and peace come from the soul where God dwells. Our mission is to walk onto the stage of this life and to prove to ourselves and to the watching world that the music of happiness and peace comes from a soul that rests in God. Let me leave you with these words from the poet Charles Francis Richardson. "If peace be in the heart, the wildest winter storm is full of solemn beauty. The midnight flash but shows the path of duty. Each living creature tells some new and joyous story. The very trees and stones all catch a ray of glory, if peace be in the heart." Thanks for listening. I'll see you again tomorrow.